Alright, there you go. That seemed to work well. G'day everybody, how you going? Welcome back to some Gold Rush. Thought we might stream, do some more digging tonight. Get everything happening. Work our way towards purchasing a larger generator, I think, at some point. But definitely spruik everything up. So I thought we might start by, let's see, turning all of this stuff on. Hopefully the sound's alright. Let's see, let's get some game sound happening. There we go, that should be better. Alright, so the idea is to continue digging this out. I need to go over and dig that mound out as well, so we might start scraping that mound over there out because it has been causing us a few problems, so especially moving equipment around. Let's just drop that there. Plug this fella into here. Alright, make sure this stuff's off, which it is. We need to probably fill these up before we get started, I think. Alright. Thank you. We'll leave that there actually, because I think I've got one down here still. So the idea today is probably to do as many buckets as I possibly can. Try and fill this, try and fill the kitties up with a little bit of gold. Midnight's going to come very soon, so we're going to get hit. We're probably going to get hit with a money penalty as opposed to a gold penalty. Where are we? Might just fill this guy up before we get started. Alright, I'll just run this back down before we start this water pump. Make sure that it's completely full. So these things actually use fuel quite quickly. I've found 2 or 3 buckets perhaps, 2 or 3 buckets worth with the excavator, and they're pretty well done. So alright, we'll start this fella up. Take this over. How are we going in fuel for our generators there? That's at 84%, so we'll probably top this one up a bit as well. Hopefully the sound, the game sound's not too bad. If it's drowning everything out, just let us know. Alright, fill this one up as well. Yeah, we'll go around this way. Okay, there you go. Earned gold, provision of rent in money, 9,437. That's not too bad really, all things considered. I'm pretty sure that's the equivalent in gold as well, so top you up. We'll sit that guy over there and we should be able to start digging now. Let's see, these are all empty buckets here. Turn him on. Okay, everything looks okay there. I'm not sure how much fuel we have in this thing, so let's see, let's start him up. Move that view down a little, like that should be okay. Now I think I've got a full bucket there, to be honest. I think I left a full bucket in it. Yeah, I did. Alright. So I know we're going to do a bit of twisting and turning, but I want to start digging into this mound here, so, and hopefully getting some of that stuff out. Come on. There we go. Alright, so the prices of gold are going down now. They sort of start going down now and reach their lowest around about during summer, I think, which is only 3 days away now. So let's get that around. So I'm thinking I might be doing some gold rush for probably an hour or so tonight, and then we might head back into Y-Lands with OK Hokey Pokey, hopefully. That's probably not too good a scoop, that one. But we'll see how much we do get. Hopefully we might pick up some nuggets. I think the last stream I picked up a 240 something gram nugget. G'day Jacob, how you going, mate? It's nice to actually get to talk to you. You want me to call you Jacob, or do you want me to call you Scott on here? What would you prefer? Oh, and thanks for all your interaction on the YouTube videos, mate. It's much appreciated. Ah, did they? Okay. So I assume the kids' names are Jacob and Kelsey. Is that correct? That's their charm, isn't it? That's what they do. Awesome. How old are they, do you mind me asking? If they're changing your YouTube name. They're obviously not as young as mine. Well, one of mine anyway. Yeah, definitely. I definitely like advice from experienced people. I might not follow through with all of it, because I kind of 11 and 9, sweet. They're good ages. Getting close to teenage though. That's when they start testing you. I've got a 21-year-old and I've got a 1-year-old, so a little bit of a gap. Yeah, so I don't necessarily always follow some of the advice that I do get from players. But I sort of mix it all up and sort of develop my own strategy as well, so which is what I'm doing in here. My goal in this, like most of my playthroughs on everything, is to relax, take my time and enjoy it. So how are you today? You well? I think this is probably about the third dig that I've done, or second dig that I've done with the probably third with the excavator. Yeah, the prices are dropping, absolutely. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to cash in so that I could actually grab this large excavator before summer came, so just to sort of give myself a little bit more of an advantage, and then I hopefully yeah, I'm very, very well, thanks, mate. I'm a little bit blown away by what's going on YouTube at the moment, though, with all the subs and stuff. So, having a great time, though. Having an absolutely awesome time. I think this is probably stream number 5 for me. So, yeah. So basically, I wanted to. I actually wanted to get. Sell off my gold and purchase this beast so that I was ready during summer just to play through and continue digging, so that at the end of summer I have a massive amount of gold that I can sell and increase my equipment. Yeah, when I started, I think I only started probably 3 months ago, mate, and I really wasn't expecting the kind of response, and I think a lot of that response that I've had is because of Farmers Dynasty, so which people seem to really be enjoying. So got up to like 380 something by the end of today, I think, which is pretty impressive. Are you enjoying the Farmers Dynasty? Man, that game is so good. It really is. I'm trying to hold off a little bit on making sure. I'm sort of trying to do an episode perhaps every 2 days at the moment. Just to, I don't want to run out of content. Look at that, that's a terrible scoop. I don't want to run out of content, which I don't think I will, but I lost all of that then, didn't I? I don't think I will run out of content on it. G'day Astrid, how you going? Nice to see you here. How are you this evening? And welcome to the stream. I'm thinking about tonight. Did I just call it Farmers Dynasty again? Oh man, so many years of habit. I've been playing Farmers Dynasty for so many years. No, I don't think I will run out of content, to be honest, on it, because there's just so much to do. But it's a matter of trying to balance the content that I put out in videos, if you know what I mean. So I plan on streaming it and doing some logging and stuff on the stream. So just past noon, is it, in Holland? And what's the weather like over there at the moment? It's cold here. Yeah, so I'll do a little bit of logging in my videos, because I mean, obviously it is a Lumberjacks game. No, not yet, mate. I haven't yet, so I will get to it. As you can imagine, throwing out some videos and having a 1-year-old and stuff keeps you pretty busy sometimes. So I've also been doing a lot of work trying to set up countdown screens and all that type of stuff on this. So, but I will definitely, anyway. I can get back there and check that link at any time. So. I reckon 24, 25 degrees is probably my favourite weather, Astrid. '27's pretty nice as well. Have you been waiting for the good weather? You see, we're in winter over here. Yeah, no, definitely, absolutely, Scott. Yeah, I definitely want to sort of sit and watch it. But it's one of those things. I mean, this week, I've been sort of shooting videos for YouTube when Bubba's napping, and then sort of editing those and then streaming at night. I think I've streamed 3 times this week, so. Which obviously won't keep up when I go back to work. There we go. For some reason, Nightbot still isn't putting the link for my YouTube in the when it's making a comment like that. So, which it actually should be. I reckon we've got maybe 1 or 2 more buckets left on this. Oh, the winter, yeah. Well, you see, we don't get... I mean, there's a couple of places in Oz that they get snow in winter, but we don't really get snow. Not where I am, anyway. Yeah, 23 is not bad. Come on, there we go. Let's get you out. Well, that was a pretty quick bucket, wasn't it? I wasn't expecting that to go so quick. Yeah, I mean, look, they do some really good series. I mean, I think that's a Discovery series, isn't it, Scott? I'm pretty sure that it is anyway. I think I might have taken the park brake off there. Okay. Oh, really? Is that something? Is that something to do with climate change, Astrid? 22 degrees Celsius in England. You'd be so you're in England? "22 degrees in England, you guys would be that'd be pretty warm for you at the moment, wouldn't it?" Yeah, look, I mean, I've been, we've got a couple of mountains here and a couple of snow regions here, Mount Buller, Mount Buffalo, and they get decent snow during the winter. And you know, I've been there a couple of times in my life, but not very often, because it's kind of, from where we are here, it's a good sort of 12 hours away, so driving, so which is a fair bit. But I think next year during the snow season we might take our little girl up there, because she's never seen snow before. So you've been previous summers just past. You guys have been in England. You guys have been sort of getting some over 30 days and stuff, haven't you, Scott? Like normal, it's warmer weather than normal. Yeah, but it won't be the last time. I think that'll be a norm for now, wouldn't it? From now on. What about you, Astrid? What's the average temperatures that you normally get in summer over there? Oh, that was a pretty bad scoop, wasn't it? Always raining, yeah. I don't mind rain. The thing that I can't handle is if it rains too often, or if it's really windy. I think wind is the one thing that I hate the most about weather. Nah, I don't think so. Well, we can swap when we're having our weeks of 42 degrees. I'm happy to do that. I got some mates at work. One's from Scotland, and he when we have our weeks of over 40 degrees, he can't handle it at all. Yeah, there you go. You're okay then. You changed your mind pretty quick, mate. I know I'm not getting full scoops on this, but I'm quite happy just to sit here and just continue moving my way through it like this. Maximum of 32. That's nice. Oh, you got some days with over 40. How did you guys cope with that? Your population and stuff, and you yourself. How did you cope with that? Because it must be hard to hit over 40 degrees when you're not used to it. Because I mean, even over here, you know, when we have over a week of over 40, it starts to get you after a while. I worked up in the desert, the Strzelecki Desert, in the gas fields for a couple of years, and oh, dropped a bit of that. Oh, look at that, 244 gram nugget. That's good. Yeah, so I worked up in the Strzelecki Desert in the gas fields, and some mornings I'd sort of wake up at 4 o'clock and head out of my room to have a smoke, and it'd still be like 45, 46 degrees at 4 o'clock in the morning. So we used to get days up there that were sort of topping 50. Yeah, all the yeah, you get a water bottle, Astrid. You get a water bottle, and while you're sitting in front of your fan, and you just spray water on yourself, a little spray bottle. That keeps you cool, mate. It's just a continual thing. Yeah, anything over 25 degrees is too hot. Actually, I had a not picking on England or anything, but I had a bit of a chuckle when you had those days that were like, I think 32 or 33 a year or so ago, and we seen footage and images over here of all your roads melting and all that type of stuff, and I think they were throwing salt down or something to try and stop the roads from melting. Yeah, no, it's a good idea, mate. If you're sitting in front of a fan, Astrid, because I've lived in places over here where I've had no air conditioning, but if you're sitting in front of a fan, yeah, you just get one of those little cheap spray bottles that you get from a hardware store or something. Put some water in it. It doesn't have to be cold water. But you spray yourself every now and again, and it acts like air conditioning. In fact, it's probably better than air conditioning. So there we go. There's a tip from Australia. A tip from your local Aussie Twitcher. I'm losing a bit of that. So how are things going over in Holland with the current madness, Astrid? think we're at about 75% there. So I've been absolutely loving this game. I haven't recorded a YouTube episode on it for about a week because I've been streaming, trying to earn some money on it, trying to get into a few places, but I think I'll be recording one either tomorrow or the next day. So yeah, it does make it a lot harder because unfortunately they kind of see themselves as indestructible, so, and don't really understand the consequences. But I think that's partly our fault because we don't teach them properly these days. And there's the old man coming out in me. And they say, back in my day, back in my day. Alright, get you in there. Lovely. Yeah, just before Mother's Day over here, we had a people shoulder to shoulder in shopping centres for some reason. Nobody really cared. Astronaut, welcome back, mate. How are you? It's good to see you again tonight. Doing a little bit of gold digging tonight, Astronaut. There you go. See, you're a clever fella, Astrid. Seriously, just having your lunch, so no complaining there. Jeez, it's a bit late for lunch, mate. It's like 8:30 at night. No, I know where you are. Scott, I can't believe how quickly you've been getting your subs on YouTube. When I joined, you were under 100. Can remember saying you was at 133 subs. Keep up the great work. Yes, I know. Look, I don't know. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit, to be honest. It's humbled me a lot. It's humbled me a lot. I've got a lot of people saying that that they really like my slow gameplay and that they find it really relaxing just sitting there watching my videos, which is good for me because that's how I like to play games, as you're aware. So, but I still can't believe it, mate. I mean, we're pushing 400 now, so. It's a bit hard to believe. Yeah, I think it's definitely what I like, Scott, as well, because I don't know, it's gaming for me has always been a bit of an escape and a way to relax and sort of get away from the world. And if I was stressing in games about, like, let's take Lumberjack's Dynasty for example, you know, I'm plodding through that slowly. I'm not you know, I'm not going to bull at a gate, to use an Aussie term, on it, because I just like taking my time, just like plodding through and enjoying every little bit of it. And I think that's what I get out of gaming the most. So I wasn't sure how that format would go on YouTube, to be honest, because, you know, a lot of the YouTube I watch, everybody's in a rush to get stuff done, and I don't know whether that's a panic of making sure that they keep people interested or not. I don't know. I'm not sure, because I'm not experienced enough in it at this point in time. So look, I really like to leave. I know it annoys some people, but I actually really like to leave my screw-ups in there. And the reason why is because, you know, as I explain in some of my videos, I like to make it up. I like to make it up as I go, and I like to learn as I go, so there's always going to be screw-ups in there, isn't there? But it's part of the fun. It's part of the fun. I mean, I don't think anybody, I think you could watch any YouTuber and despite the fact that they edit their videos so that it looks like they're absolutely perfect at everything, I can guarantee you they're not. I can guarantee you there's a lot of screw-ups in there that they just don't put in. So yeah, Lumberjack is where I'm getting most of my subs, mate. I'm surprised at how many views I'm getting on Gold Rush. I wasn't sure on that. So I'm getting quite a lot of views on that. I'm also starting to get a lot of views on House Flipper as well, which is really cool. So and I put out tonight, this afternoon, I put out my first treasure hunter, and I'm actually pretty surprised that that I've got some views in that as well. So it's one of those things, you know, you sort of don't know what people really want to watch, and the fact that I'm playing, other than Lumberjack's Dynasty, the fact that I'm playing older games, it's kind of well, how are people going to respond to that? You know, I mean, it's all old hat, like Gold Rush. Gold Rush has been out since what, 2017 or something, hasn't it? It's an old game, but people seem to be enjoying it. So SnowRunner's not doing as well as I would like. I think I'm probably averaging maybe I don't know, 30 or 40 views on the episodes that I've done. But like I said, I mean, a lot of the reason why I didn't do it in the first place is because there's a lot of all the big YouTubers and all the big streamers are playing it, so you're sort of competing with them. And I kind of like to find niche games and play niche games, which I think you know, Gold Rush, you know, despite a lot of people playing it, it is kind of a niche game, because how many people could sit here and how many people could actually sit here and run an excavator like this? Alright, I didn't realise that we are full because I was too busy enjoying myself talking to you guys. Okay, there's bucket number 2. Throw you over there. Do not like SnowRunner, MudRunner. That game always behaves strange and unpredictable. I haven't found... I never ever played MudRunner, and I was never interested in playing it, to be honest, Astronaut. But I did get SnowRunner because I've got a lot of gaming friends that that play it as well. And I wanted to sort of, you know, give it a go and see how it went. Oh, and at the moment, there's a little bit of unpredictability in it, most definitely. But I haven't come across any real problems in it. There's some things that I don't understand about it, though. Yeah, look, I've given it a go, and when I get time, I probably will keep doing episodes, because at some point in time they're going to bring some DLC out and people are going to start watching it again, and maybe it'll take off then. But I won't go out of my way to film it, if you understand what I mean, because there's other stuff that people are enjoying a lot more. Like I'm getting more views on House Flipper than what I'm getting on SnowRunner. So Astrid, the reason why I like watching the older games is because a lot of YouTubers go too fast with their gameplay, which is good for the algorithm, but people are looking for longer series to binge rather than moving on to the next game within a day. You know what? I totally agree with you, and when I started doing YouTube, I've been lucky because my wife has always told me, oh, you should do YouTube, you should do YouTube. And when I started doing YouTube, I went in with the attitude of, well, I want to do stuff. Someone wants to work for you, check your tablet. I thought, well, I want to do some stuff that I really enjoy, and I want to play it the way that I actually play when I'm gaming by myself, which is the reason why I'm playing the games that I do and why I'm going so slow. So I'm glad you like that style, and it seems it's seeming more like there's like I do get a few comments on my videos of people really wanting me to rush through stuff. You know, do this to make this much, and you should do this because you'll make this much really quickly and stuff. But to me, that's not interesting gameplay. G'day, Lixman. How you going, mate? It's good to see you again tonight. Welcome back. I'm doing a little bit of gold digging tonight. So, did you enjoy the Ylands last night, Lixman? With my wife? Yeah. Again, sort of, it'd been a long time since we played that, so we were just bumbling through it. We killed each other a few times. It was funny. Yeah, we're both playing. We've both got Raft, and we play that together as well. So, and actually, she suggested that maybe we do stream Raft. So, we might do that at some point. Have you played Raft in multiplayer? Only single. Yeah, it's not too bad in multiplayer, to be honest. Quite enjoy it. Yeah, well, I hope so, Astrid. I really do hope so, because you know, it's nice to know that actually the people are actually enjoying watching the way I play something. So, but you know, a lot of comments of people saying that. A lot of comments from people saying that it's just really, really relaxing, and that they enjoy watching it because it is so relaxing. So, and I mean, that's what I like the most out of games anyway. So, Astronaut, deliver us the moon. I had a look at that, and it was on my wish list for a while, and then I sort of changed my mind. Would you recommend that game as a good game? Astrid, it's sort of a case of if I really need to sort of try and share it around and get it shared around, that style of gameplay, because I'd really like to build up a community, you know, which I am starting to do. I mean, you know, a lot of you guys I've seen on here, I've spoken to on in YouTube comments, and when I'm streaming, you know, I've got people coming back, and you know, Astronaut, Lixman, and that's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. It's already full, is it? Okay, I didn't realise it was. Again, too busy enjoying chatting with you guys, seriously. Okay, because I overfilled it last time, that's probably why. That doesn't look full to me, does it? Alright, Scott, what's going on, mate? That bucket doesn't look full at all. Yeah, it's off. No, it was on. It was running. I just turned it off. Is that showing that the bucket's full? Is that 100% is showing that the bucket's full, and that oh no, that 20%, 27% showing the bucket's full. I know what's happened. We've probably run out of water. Okay. These pumps seem to be using a lot of water. Yeah, I'm really, really grateful for Lumberjack, honestly. Lumberjack is, you know, I mean, I was sitting when I started my Lumberjack series. I had 21 subscribers. I'd been going for, I think, about 6 weeks or something as a YouTuber, and I had 21 subscribers. So. Is that 3 to 5 times more popular, or sort of as popular? There we go, we've got water again now. And we've got water falling from the sky. Lovely. Come on. We've run out of that as well. My goodness. I don't think that'll do that. It's good, you know. I'll keep going. I'm just going to keep going on YouTube the way that I am going, and there we go. She's working now. I mean, I know it's not the kind of channel that a lot of people want to see. You know, like. You know, a lot of people like to see gameplay tutorials and like to see people who sort of whiz through stuff, but I don't think it's too bad. There we go. I also want to make sure that I don't just stick to throwing out one video series. I want to sort of mix it up a little bit and try and you know, try and get some other people who enjoy some other stuff, like Treasure Hunter, for example, and Gold Rush. Yeah, so I reckon we got what, just over 2 buckets done before those water pumps ran out of fuel, which in the scheme of things isn't really a lot, is it? Well, that was a bad scoop, guys. There we go. That's a little bit better. Yeah, I think that's one of the beauties about YouTube and being able to watch games as well. Mobile wash jet plant has been what? What was that? What was that notification? Scott, how do I bring notifications up, mate? You'd know. Or can I bring them back up again? Ah, my gold washing device is broken. Okay. Alright. Ah, yeah, it has stopped, hasn't it? Well, there you go. This is the first breakdown that I've had, so okay, what is it? It's number there. That's the one. The water jet needs replacing. Ah, thanks, Lixman. Thanks, astronaut. Now, where do I find the water? Okay, mobile wash plant, inspect. Current durability is 34. See, and this is where you see me blunder through my stuff. Let's have a look. What else have we got here? Ah, there we go. Alright, current durability equals 2. Oh, look at it. Geez, I've done short work of that, didn't I? What do we use to get that out? The wrench? Wrench or the drill? Okay. Wrench, maybe? I haven't done this before. Here we go, unscrew. That's not bad, is it, eh? That's not bad. Is that all we need to do? Or do we need to undo these as well? No. Okay, maybe just hands. Detach. Oh, sorry, just pressed the wrong button. There you go. Alright, our first breakdown. How awesome is that? Let's throw it over here. So I assume we need to go and purchase a new one, is that right? Might bring this over there. Yeah, I might have actually managed to maybe hit it with the bucket or something, perhaps. I'm not sure. Alright, jump in the dodgy ute. I'll just bring this over here and refill the... Oh, that was dangerous. That was dangerous. Oh, might have got myself stuck there. I didn't look at that very well, did I? Okay, hang on a sec. Oh, this means, you know what this means, don't you? It means I'm going to get out of this and I'm going to fall in the hole. Let's put the diff lock on and see if we can get out. Let's try that way. There we go. That's a little bit better. That could have been a disaster, seriously. A very typical sim idiom disaster. So I might back this in here and see if I can get some fuel in it. Oh no, not in there though. I seem to have a fair bit of trouble driving the vehicle in this. Don't know whether it's... Oh, yep, see, because I'm used to farm sim. And when I hit the reverse, it actually stops the vehicle, so rather than reverses really fast. That's where the SnowRunner experience comes in, yeah. Yep. Although I'm not as experienced as I probably should be in SnowRunner. Okay, that just reaches, thankfully. So we're running out of fuel anyway. We should really turn all this stuff off, shouldn't we? This is just wasting money. It's just throwing money down the gurgler. Especially these things. I think I'd probably, Astronarch, I think I'd probably prefer to be trying to rescue myself in a car in snow, in a ute in SnowRunner than I would in this. That should be full. So how are you tonight anyway, Lixpin? I didn't ask you how you were, mate. Alright, that should be okay. We disconnected that trailer, didn't we? Yes, we did. Alright, spare parts time. This is the mound that... was it you, Scott, that suggested I dig this mound out now? Oh, 3 weeks straight, really? That is crazy. Is it harvest time? Oh yeah, you read it, okay. It might have been Moo that told me. Is it harvest time in Farmer's Dynasty? So you're trying to get harvesting done while it's raining? Oh, we should have bought the magnetite, shouldn't we? Ah, okay. Actually, they run inside when it gets wet out. They do. They do it. It's the charm of the characters in that game, mate, isn't it? I think somebody made some type of, not rude, but some type of insinuation that that in Lumberjack's Dynasty, Lily might be our wife eventually, which I thought was pretty funny. Yeah, so I am going to start streaming Lumberjack's Dynasty, but just purely for doing forestry work, I think, rather than any of the quests or anything like that. So, and we have got a fair bit of new stuff. Yeah, the flower child. See, you've been watching. You've been watching. Well, she is kind of cute, isn't she? I mean, for a Dynasty character. So, she's better than the dodgy mayor's wife, I can tell you. The dodgy mayor's wife looks relatively high maintenance to me, which is probably a rude thing to say, isn't it? Let's see. Sorry, my mouse has gone upside down because I'm laughing, Lixman. I'm laughing, mate. Yes, yes, I might give her my mushroom. Is this what we're looking for? Reinforced wave table jets? No, that's a wave table jet. Yeah, you see, you've got Scott laughing as well. Oh man, it's awesome, isn't it? Like those games are reinforced. Should we get the reinforced one? We've got enough money, so we probably should, shouldn't we? Recommendations, Scott, Lixman. Yes. Okay. All right. So we'll buy one of those. Now, do we need to buy anything else while we're here? Can you think of anything else that we might need to pick up? Because I will eventually unlock. The store that delivers everything. So, in fact, we could probably do it, couldn't we? This episode when we get back. So, any other recommendations? Glacier Creek engine. I'm still laughing about that mushroom. All right. There we go. Did we buy more? We did. I think we bought some more. Get a wave table. You'll need one. You don't reckon that? You don't reckon that it's that I'll get it cheaper after summer, when I'm getting all the other stuff? The wave table. Wave table. Where's the wave table? You talking about the nuggetator? Ah, okay. You mean one of these? A reinforced wave table jet? Is that the one you're talking about, Scott? Okay. Just one, you reckon? Yeah, alright, we will. We'll add that to the basket as well. You're spending all my money now, mate. Alright. There we go. Let's order that stuff. We should have bought I should have bought the trailer, because this is still bugging out, isn't it? That could be an issue. Did it fall through? Not at this point. Because I don't think there's been like a download or an update. Okay, so we've got both of those in. So I think this will still be bumming out, but let's see how we go anyway. Yeah, all right. I'll give you some specs on it, mate. It's not a super powerful machine. And by the way, welcome to the channel. I'll give you some specs on it. Where are we? It'll probably drop by. It'll probably drop below now because I'm fiddling around. You know, I built this machine. I think I built this machine 2 years ago. So where are we? Because I'm only running a come on, where are you? All right. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Sorry about that. So I'm basically running an Intel Core i7-8700K. That's just clocked at its standard, which is 3.7 gig. I got 16 gig of installed RAM. Obviously a 64-bit Windows 10 Pro, and I've got a GeForce 1080. So it seems to run really, really well for me. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow, Vin Pantera. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, mate. Yeah, so it's not a super. It's not a. It's not a supercomputer, but it seems to. It just seems to run quite well for me. So a touch wood. I'll show you. I'll also show you what. Let's just park this fella up. I will also show you what graphic settings that I have this set at. Settings, graphics. So I'm running it at 1920 by 1080. Quality's ultra. I've got SSAO enabled, Bloom enabled, VSync enabled. If I go into advanced, you can see basically everything's sitting at ultra. So that's how I'm playing it, and it hasn't been too bad. So you know, some people that I've seen playing it are sort of dropping down to sort of 30, 40 sometimes. So I'm trying at the moment to you know, as I said, this is probably stream number 4, I think, that I've done, maybe number 5, and I'm trying to work towards 50 followers so that I can do affiliate and start sort of adding some more stuff to my channel. So if you know anybody who might be interested in this type of gameplay and watching some of the stuff that I do on here. And it is very random. I know I scheduled this one, and I've scheduled House Flipper for tomorrow night. But you know, random times, usually in the evening for me, which is 8 p.m. Which is Central sort of Australian Standard Time. So, all right, let's get that in here. So I've thrown myself a sub-goal window up the top of the screen that you've probably all noticed as well. But it's great. It's great to get on here and be able to, you know, see the same people come back and chat away with them. And all right, let's go and put this on then. You know, this is the very first repair that I have ever done. Okay, 7, yes, 7. Screw. There you go. Yeah, that's good, Scott. I'm glad. let's try and get out of here. We're stuck here. Glitching. Alright, our first repair is done. How's that? Feeling kind of handy. Now we've got the old fuel ballet. Now I did have some other... I don't know what I've done with them. I did have other fuel canisters. They seem to have gone missing. It's one thing about this game, isn't it? You kind of end up spreading stuff left, right and centre. Alright, leave you down there. My wife's sitting next to me playing Batman. She's absolutely obsessed by it at the moment, so... The Telltale series. Okay. Yeah, it does look kind of beat up, but it's reinforced. They assure me it's reinforced, Lixman. And if something happens to it and it dies again, then we all have Scott to blame. So we need to come up with some sort of emote to scold him for that. We don't need that on because it's daytime. We do need that on. Look at that. She is operational. Very nice. Alright, see, too busy talking, not looking at notifications, all that type of stuff. Again, I'll call it the Simidium way. Yeah, it will. It will. You know, the great thing about streaming this is you get people who have had a lot of experience in it, and they're all willing to help you out and offer you tips and stuff. And as I said, I don't necessarily follow all of them, but yeah, you'll have to. I probably won't be able to get into it because I have to do all that reinstall and everything that you told me to do, Astronaut. But you'll have to let me know what the gist of it is and how it goes. Let's see. I was just trying to. Come on. There we go. I really don't want to, I really need to be careful about where I leave myself here. Look at that. Although, when he's not here, Scotty, Moo's not here. Sorry, Scott, I said Moo's not here, but I was watching him play, and he did end up in the ditch, and this guy's like #1 on the leaderboards with non-DLC, so... If I did tip this into the ditch, then I probably wouldn't feel as bad as what I should. It's nice to know the pros do it. Wouldn't like to do it in real life, but not too bad on this. Uh, 67%. So... The only goal we've got now is that one nugget that we found, which was 244 grams, which is not too bad a nugget, really. Yeah, if only you can. If you tip one of these over, you can, especially in real life. Not that it happens very often, but if you did, you can get yourself up with your bucket and your arm, but. Oh, yeah, it'd be scary, wouldn't it? It'd be so scary. Now, I see a lot of excavator workers, drivers at work and stuff who don't wear the seat belts and stuff either. So They've obviously got a lot of confidence in their driving, and they do. You can see we've got our wheels hanging over the edge of the hole that we're digging, and they do that. So, all right. So, do you think the Rolling Stones reference on the sticker on the radio there is one of the developers that absolutely loves the Rolling Stones and wanted to put some sort of reference to them in the game? Or do you reckon it's just there because it's a cool sticker? Uh, 90%. Beautiful. We're filling up now. This will be bucket number 3, I think. Develop a gimmick, yeah. Don't want to get too close to the excavator there because we don't have hardly enough room to turn around as it is. And me and a controller driving a piece of machinery is probably not a good thing. Do you reckon we're going to get another scoop, or we need to get up to... Yeah, we're probably going to have to put another scoop in. Alright. So Scott, do you do this in first person, or when you're doing your excavation, do you do it from in camera, or? You know, I reckon we might just throw these 3 buckets in just for something different to do. Turn you off. Oh, you do it out of the cab. Do you use a controller, or? Because I know Moo was saying that he uses the keyboard to do his excavating. So I don't know how I'd go doing it with the keyboard. Keyboard, okay. I'm not sure how I'd go doing it with the keyboard. The Xbox controller seems really intuitive to me because the controls are very similar to operating one in real life. So, other than the fact that you don't have you're not using your feet, but yeah, I guess you probably would get used to it, wouldn't you? It'd become sort of second nature. So these guys should both be plugged in. Yes, they are. I don't have a light running off that, do I? Yeah, I do. Just drop that there. There we go. All right. So 2,125 grams of magnetite. Yeah, I was actually watching Moo's stream, and he did seem to be digging pretty fast until he fell in the hole. Then his digging slowed down a lot, as it would. Gold's gone up. Excellent. 152 grams in that first bucket. Another 2,485 grams of magnetite. I think that adds on top, doesn't it? It's not actually 2,000 grams at once. Oh, you idiot. Made that mistake a few times. Another 177 grams, that's pretty cool. Nearly turned that off as well. Show me the money. It'd certainly be an interesting 143 grams, so that one went down. It'd certainly be a very interesting career, wouldn't it? Prospecting. When I was doing that first episode of Treasure Hunter today, it was the same thing. It was kind of like, wow, this would actually be a really interesting job to do, but I don't know for how long. Yeah, all right, that's good. That's handy. I'm sure that wouldn't be like that in real life, Scott. There we go. See, I knew we had some. I knew I grabbed some when we were at the shop last stream. Let's go and fill this up. And I didn't turn the water off either, did I? Okay. Top everything up. That's you. That's you. I might leave this full one down here. We'll grab that one on the way back and empty it. I might take these and fill these up while I'm at it. All right. So Vin Pantera, this is running this at 60 frames a second, as I'm also running Streamlabs and streaming and stuff as well. So it's obviously not doing too bad, is it? Go over here. A lot of running around in gold prospecting. Sit you there. I look forward to getting all this stuff up and running. Eventually we'll get there. Probably next season, I reckon. Unless stuff goes on special. Actually, there was something on special for 30% off too. Can't remember what it was. One of those little notifications came up. Okay, we'll throw you in there. So we're getting there. It's a big hole. It's a messy hole. I wouldn't like to fall in it though. Right, I'll take this bucket past here, and then I want to actually go into the tent. We'll go into the tent and have a look. Have a look at the possibility of unlocking... why did I run that all the way down here? The possibility of unlocking the store delivery stuff that saves us, so it saves us having to run back to the store all the time. Equipment store, I assumed that is the one, and that's 20 grand. Do you think it's worth unlocking? We're sitting on 44 grand at the moment, so you can get 4 buckets in the mag separated before you need to turn it on, and 2 in the wavetable, really? Oh, that's pretty cool. We've got notification for breakdowns and repairs, machine store. Let's just have a look at what we've got workers-wise at the moment. Awaiting. What's here? Hog pan. These miles away. Tier 1 excavator. What does this guy do? Cost of hired workers is 0. Definitely worth unlocking, but right now not sure. Okay. Yeah, because it is 20 grand, isn't it? If you buy equipment from the tab, it costs you the most. Oh, okay. Does it because it adds a? Is that because it adds a like a delivery fee? Yeah, so it might be worth. I mean, it's not too bad to drive down to the store, is it? I'm not sure how far away the other claims are when you start sort of moving into bigger claims and stuff, but that guy there, I'm going to reject him. Confirm. Just adds most to the price. Yeah. How do we tier 1 excavator? So what does the tier 1 excavator guy do? Does he make your excavator keep the maintenance going better, or? And is he worth it? And what's the work percentage? Makes you dig quicker. Okay, but that's not up to how I operate. Does that make the bucket fill up better, or how does that mechanic work, Scott? And slow down breakdowns as well. So do you think it's worth it? Do you think at this point in time it'd be worth, seeing as how we're using the excavator, that it'd be worth hiring this guy? He's $729.60 a day. Yeah, all right. I think we'll do it then. What do you reckon? There we go. Cost of hired workers $729. I hope I didn't just rip myself off. So parcel 1 on that excavator, 16.25% chance to auto repair to 30% durability on failure, minus 6.5% malfunction rate, hydraulic speed plus 6.5, which I guess speeds the digger up a lot. Okay. All right. because of the delay in stream, then I hired him. So I'm reading his skills now, though. I promise. Main skill excavator. All right, that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that, guys. I reckon. All right, let's go and get ourselves another bucket done. Ah, he's good, is he? Excellent. Even for that price. So I made a valid decision. Throw you there. Take you with us. Okay, hopefully it doesn't mean that... Ah, yeah, I did that again. Hopefully it doesn't mean that I'm going to be out of control when I'm trying to drive this excavator. There's a bucket in there. Alright, sweet. Excuse me, guys. 30k a day. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that'd be when you have a lot of equipment and you're moving a lot more dirt than what I am. Come on. Likes to get stuck down there for some reason. It's probably a pretty average bucket right there. So yeah, so 30 grand a day is 10% of that, isn't it? So that's not too bad, really. Yeah. The problem is Scott, with that is that I really needed to get myself to the point where I had an excavator and stuff going into summer, so that I wasn't sort of sitting there and just digging everything by hand in the original plot there. Last thing I wanted to do was to do that, and then for the YouTube series it probably wouldn't have been too much of a pleasure to watch me sitting there just digging by hand, whereas at least this one moves a little bit faster, so it was kind of one of those decisions, I think. But definitely next season, once I have some money, once I have some equipment in the kitty and some money in the kitty, then yeah, definitely. Then I can afford to sort of stretch it out a little bit more. Start buying the next wash plant, then start saving. So you reckon start buying the next wash plant stuff now? Okay, maybe we'll go for a drive and have a look at that, because I think something was actually on sale too. So, oh, look at that, 360 gram nugget, lovely. Oh, it dropped a bit out of that payload. You know, I had originally leased the small excavator, which was costing me like $628 a day, but gave me the opportunity to do quite a few loads on this until I could afford to buy the big one. And when I purchased the big one, it seemed to actually operate differently. It took me a little bit longer to get used to it than what it did with the small one. So, interestingly enough, I don't know how they've done that mechanic-wise. Yeah, I did, mate. I did. I responded to that. You didn't read it? Okay, so I'm going to get this bucket full, this load done, and then I'm just going to take a quick 5-minute break to do as Lixman puts it, do some paperwork. That's slack, Scott. What time do the kids get you up in the morning, mate? Nine a.m. really? You got it easy. But I'm sure when they were younger, they were probably getting up earlier than that. Oh, I think I might be too far over for that, almost. Almost. Oh, don't drop that. I almost did drop it all. 88%. I nearly pulled that hose in the hole last time I streamed. Ah, okay. So they're not with you? You've been a busy man, mate. Oh, that's a pretty poor one. That's not even worth spinning around for, is it? It's not even worth the fuel. Come on. Can't see what I'm doing. I'm digging blind now. There we go. Okay, so that's full. That's alright, mate. We're all busy at one point in our lives. And you are only young still, right? Just going to turn these babies off for a sec. Might as well top them up while I'm here.